cucumbers and bright pineapple with a fiery twist. It's time for summer to get delicious.
Hi everyone, Tandy here. I have another recipe for you today. We're gonna make a fun, crunchy, spicy, refreshing summer salad. Perfect for when the weather warms up and you're looking for something a little bit lighter. If you haven't seen me before, I am a nutrition counselor, board certified in holistic nutrition, currently a master's student going for integrated nutrition at Bastyr University. If you ask anyone who knows me, they're going to tell you I'm really passionate about food and cooking, and I'm always looking for ways to maximize the nutrition in our foods. So if you're looking for a new recipe, come along. Let's get started.
Here's a list of ingredients and kitchen equipment that we need for today's recipe. Take our can of chickpeas, strain and rinse them really well. We're going to get them ready to roast. Roasting chickpeas actually makes them easier to digest. It increases the resistant starch, which is a prebiotic, and that is healthy for our gut biome. Turn our oven on to 375 to preheat, and then we're going to take a piece of parchment paper and line a baking sheet. Pour our rinsed chickpeas out onto the baking sheet and then spread them into one layer. We're going to place a couple paper towels over the chickpeas and with our hands gently push down and roll them around. This is to help loosen the skins on the chickpeas. Be careful not to squish the chickpeas. We just want to roll them around so that the skins loosen. I know taking the skins off each one of these chickpeas does take a bit of time, but trust me, it's totally worth it. It really makes the chickpeas come out of the oven light and crispy, and that's what we want for our salad. In case you've ever wondered, chickpeas and garbanzo beans, they are the same bean. They also are called chechi beans or Egyptian peas in other parts of the world. Place the chickpeas in the oven and set a timer for 10 minutes. Now we can get started on the spice mix and the salad dressing. All the ingredients are ready. Let's start with the chickpea spice and salad dressing. 1 tablespoon of olive oil goes into the bowl for salad dressing and 1 tablespoon into the chickpea spice. Next, we're going to add sweet paprika, 1 teaspoon, and 1 teaspoon of crushed red pepper. Next, 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And last, we will add 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. We're going to stir that up really well and set it aside. Did you know adding olive oil to recipes can minimize the bitter taste that's sometimes found in green vegetables? Now we're going to add 1/8 cup of fresh squeezed lime juice, 1/8 cup of red wine vinegar, and last we're going to take 2 mint leaves and finely chop those and add them to the bowl. Adding the fresh lime juice to this recipe will help increase the absorption of iron that is found in the chickpeas and the arugula. We're going to whisk this together and then set it aside. Okay, it's about time to check our chickpeas. We're just going to give them a quick little stir and then we're going to place them back into the oven for another 10 minutes. Next, we will get started with our vegetables for the salad. First, we're going to wash the arugula and the cucumbers. Did you know that arugula is actually not even a lettuce? It belongs to the same family as broccoli or mustard. In other parts of the country, it's known as rocket or rucola. Place the arugula into a large bowl And then we will start to dice our cucumbers. Even though cucumbers are 96% water, which makes them really good for hydration, they actually still contain a lot of nutrients, including vitamin C, vitamin K, B9, and potassium. Cucumbers are also good sources of polyphenols, and they do contain pectin, which is a beneficial fiber for our gut health. Okay, we're going to add the diced cucumbers, which is about 2 cups, to the bowl, and we're going to start cutting the pineapple. I have a piece of cleaned pineapple already ready to go. We just have to dice it into bite-sized pieces and add it to the bowl. Pineapple is a really great source of vitamin C, but also copper, manganese, B1, and B6. It also contains a digestive enzyme called bromelain, which is associated with decreases in inflammation, pain, and even sinus congestion. Next, we take about 1/4 of a red onion and slice it really thin and add it to the bowl. Stir everything together, and if you're not serving it today, put a cover on it, just like it is. I like to add the dressing, the chickpeas, and the fresh mint shortly before serving. On to check the chickpeas again. This time, take them out of the oven. They should be pretty dry. Stir the chickpea spice mix one more time. Pour it over the chickpeas, and then stir until coated. One thing to note, if you are going to make larger quantities of this recipe, make sure that you use 1 baking sheet per can of chickpeas. In order for the chickpeas to get really crispy and light, they need a lot of space in between them, so you don't want to use more than 1 can per baking sheet. And one more time, they go back into the oven for another 10 minutes. With the last 3 mint leaves, we're going to finely chop them and then sprinkle them over the top of the salad. I'm going to take the dressing and whisk it one more time, pour it over the salad, and then toss the salad so the vegetables are nicely coated. Olive oil in the dressing of this salad is going to help us absorb the nutrients found in the leafy greens, in particular the fat-soluble vitamins A, E, and K. And the chickpeas come out of the oven for the last time. They are nice and airy and crispy. Last step, we're going to pour the salad into a nice serving bowl. I love this salad. It just reminds me so much of summer. It's just so bright and fun. I'm going to add the spicy and crispy chickpeas to the top and serve.
As always, nourish first, worry less, and go make your life delicious. See you next time.